Right guys, so currently sat in the car park, just going to have my Subway breakfast, and then I am shooting back down the Cotswolds. This time's going to be a bit different. It's not just me fishing, it's me and one of my best mates. Haven't seen each other a while, so I've managed to blag a guestie on the lake. So he's coming down for a 48 with me. It's been bitterly cold, you know, in the minuses. I don't even know whether it's going to be thawed. I say thawed, I mean I don't know whether it's not going to be frozen, because it hasn't frozen as far as I'm aware, so we'll see. But it's going to be tough fishing, but at least we're going to have a social, and we might try and get him on video showing how he's approaching it. Like I said, the two previous videos before, you've seen how I've been approaching it, so it'll be interesting to see his first session there, how he approaches it and how he goes about his business. So I'm going to munch this Subway down and then get on the motorway, and I'll catch up with you later. Right, well, this is not the greatest start to the session, to be honest. I'm looking at the lake now and it is frozen solid. I thought it might have been the case, but yesterday I seen online that it was ice free yesterday apparently, so I thought it was all right. But there is another lake that we can go to. We don't know nothing about it, but we'll give it a go. It's a lot deeper, so hopefully it won't have frozen. But yeah, I'll show you the lake now. Frozen! And there you go. Frozen. Bit of a gutter really. I was really getting amongst them, and it was going well, but you know, quite often the case in the winter, once the lid's on, it screws it over. But a good band of mild weather will sort it out, and I'm sure hopefully I'll get amongst them. Right, so we've chosen a couple of pegs out in an open water area where apparently they've been holding up for the last couple of weeks, so we'll give it a go. Me and the noddy boy, and we'll see what's happening. Say hello, Benjamin. There he is.
There is that, but there's certain anglers that I can tolerate. Ah, cutis. Yeah, they all over me.
The onion.
You notice when you get picked up by one, it's like it comes up and it tells its mates, it's like, don't go down there, mate. Almost got hooked. Isn't it? Decide to fish in beach again if I don't see nothing to go on.
Right guys, all set up. Both got our rods out. We haven't seen anything, but we thought they were going to be in the snags in the shallow water because it's been sunny. But speaking to a few local guys, they've been showing at night out in the open water zone, kind of the middle of the lake, and people have been catching them. So we've opted for that. It's like a point basically that gives us access to that water. So yeah, fingers crossed. Both got a few rods out. I've got 2 rods out over some bait, and you went with a slightly different tactic, haven't you?
I've got a bag of article, maggot, and some crumb essentially, and that's on one rod, so just fishing for a bite. And then the other rod I've gone for sort of about 53 offerings. Yeah, and just
Which the birds are eating.
which the birds are eating, yeah, in a minute.
Yeah, so we're doing it. It's going to freeze, everything's going to freeze tonight, apart from the lake hopefully, so but I'm relatively confident. I don't know why.
I'm fairly confident after hearing the stock from somebody that knows what they're obviously talking about, and it's only a small venue, so I'm fairly confident. The fish are still moving, and it's
yeah. So just context, it is going to be -5 tonight, so and it's been probably -3 or below for the last 4 days maybe, so you know, we might not be in with a chance with this colder front coming in, but there has been a few out this week apparently, so as long as we've got rods in the water there's a chance. So yeah, give it a go, innit?
Yeah, why not?
Right, well, good morning guys. A quiet night as to be expected really. Went down to -5, so yeah, I wasn't shocked, let's put it, when I woke up and I hadn't had a bite. Heard some movement throughout the night. Like I say, I'm with one of my best mates and, you know, fellow Bosh team member, and we were chatting and that until like late. We heard a few bits of movement here and there, but you know, we couldn't guarantee that it was carp, you know. So yeah, both had a few liners, but you know, whether that's small perch and small stuff in short, we don't know. But yeah, no 100% carp sightings, but it's supposed to be -4, -5 tonight as well, so it's probably going to be very much the same scenario tonight. But yeah, we've just had some nice grub. I did get a decent night's sleep, so I'm hoping we can just see something today or later on this evening that will just give us a bit of hope. But yeah, it is what it is, winter fishing, and when you get these cold fronts come in, it can just shut up shop. So we'll keep plugging away and we'll keep you posted. There's my rods. This is Ben's rods.
That is fucking medium, man.
Right then, guys.
Welcome to Bosh Bay.
Yeah. Right, I'll remember to look at that camera. Right. Right, guys. It is absolutely freezing, like it was yesterday. I think it got down to -4, -5 last night. The mist was in all day yesterday. Yeah, it's just not good. It's been very quiet. We haven't really seen a carp, 100% carp at all. A couple of liners, but yeah, it's been absolutely dead. Like I said, we didn't get on our first choice venue, so we had to drop on here. Obviously we don't know nothing about the lake, so we kind of dropped on a point area where we can kind of cover quite a bit of water. Fanned our rods out. I moved the rod last night in shorter because we were seeing some movement. Again, don't know whether it's 100% carp, but it was something, so it was worth a go. Ben kind of stuck with his spots, but yeah, nothing really to report other than our breakfast needs thawing. Oh, it is thawed a little bit.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah, so it's going to be a blank. This is the last morning now, so we're just literally going to have a cup of tea, have some breakfast, and then slow pack down really. Luckily though, yeah, the sky's cleared a bit today. There's no mist, so hopefully the sun will come out and dry a lot of our crap up, and we won't get too cold packing away. But yeah, what's Scott to say then?
Yeah, pretty much exactly that really. Rocked up, didn't know too much, went on a bit of sort of local knowledge and advice where fish had been sort of coming out through the week, and chose to fish on a point, like Paul's just said, where we can cover quite a bit of water, but you know, we've not seen anything to go on. It's just been dead.
Yeah, to be expected though. I mean, what, the 3 days leading up to this session, it's been -3s, -4s, just slowly going like lower and lower temperatures to when we got here on the Friday, and we had -5s I think that night, and then last night it was probably same again, wasn't it? Although it felt colder because of the mist, it's probably similar, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And it's a hard frost this morning. I mean, the lines on our rods, both using braid, that it's like fly line. You've got an extra probably a couple mil of diameter on of frost on the line. So, but we've had a good crack, haven't we? Had some good food.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good laugh. Good food, bit of booze.
Just
a runny nose.
Yeah, just typical, you know, hard winter fishing really. Just when times get tough, like, you know, every now and then we all need a bit of a social, you know, look after yourself, have a good bit of grub, a couple of beers of, you know, the evening, and just take it all in for what it is really. And then sort of, you know, as the weeks go on now, leading into spring, you know, it all changes, and you know, let the good times roll, I say.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, roll on the spring for sure. But you imagine doing this session on your own?
Yeah,
like,
it would be hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sat here on your own bit, like, because when you're with someone, like, because obviously we just chatted a lot of crap, had a laugh and stuff, it kind of uplifts your spirit a bit, doesn't it? But yeah, it's been a good laugh, but it's just a shame the timing was terrible. Like, literally, we've been trying to do a guest, like a social for a while, and for whatever reason, you know, we just couldn't make it happen in the end. And so we planned this one, and it was like, right, this is sorted, you know, 48 hours, blah blah blah, and it just coincides with bloody this cold weather front coming in. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the kettle board, so we are out. Right guys, I'm off to the Cotswolds. Just finished work. It's about 20 to 4 on a Friday, so I'm probably going to get stuck in traffic, but we'll give it a go. Haven't been down there in a fair few weeks since I've done that social with Ben, which was freezing. We've had a lot of cold weather, but last week or so we've had a bit of mild, so hopefully we can get amongst them. But yeah, let's get to it. too long, a few hours, and we've got a little fat one. Job's a good one. This stuff horrendous. Look at it. Everywhere. Absolute nightmare. But there's a fish in the bag, so can't complain too much. Really fresh stuff as well. Smells good. Yeah, come like buses. I've got the right size collar. Hard to tell. Yeah. Definitely blocked into the first, so big start to the first night. Right, well, good morning. It's been a bit hectic, so I haven't kept you updated, but basically it was all a rush. It was raining and everything, so I just kind of got set up. And by the time I got everything out, it was dark, so I just thought I'd update you now. It's very busy. The lake is really, really busy. Probably only a couple of swimmers free, whole lake. But that being said, I have had a good night. I've had 3. So I had 2 last night, almost a double take, an upper double mirror, very leathery, kind of stocky looking, and then I had a low 20 common, nice fish, and then this morning at about, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, I've had a mega old linear. It's probably a known fish, a named fish, I would imagine, but obviously I don't have a clue. But a 32-pound linear mega fish. It bust off and tried kiting around the reed bed to the right. I really had to proper give it hard left. Thought it was going to kite around there, and then I would have been crying, because it did feel like a good fish from the off, so I would have been gutted. But yeah, so it's going well so far. Literally just not long done all the pictures and everything, got the rods back out on the spot, so I'm just going to drop some spoms out in a minute. Before I do that, I'm just having a cup of tea with my lovely mug. And yeah, using the same mix that I have been in all the previous vlogs. Basically it's just allergy this time, so not the Kraken allergy from Bosh baits, just allergy I'm using. I've got carbon baits hemp and just a couple of tins of corn in there. That seems to be doing the do. Started with 12 spoms, and it didn't take long for them to get on it, obviously. Put 6 spoms out in the night after them 2 bites as well, and then obviously several hours later again I've had another bite, so I want to put another 6 out now, because just in case there is a chance of a day bite. I don't think they've got through all the bait, but sometimes putting some bait out does entice them to feed. But I've been seeing the odd flat spot over the spot, but I mean that could be, you know, it's quite, the hemp's got a lot of oil in it, could be just small fish, could be tench, could be anything, so it's not necessarily carp. But yeah, we'll give it a go. I've seen a few fish show this morning, two in front of the swim to my left, and I've seen one in front of me, but it's nowhere near my spot, but it means there's still fish in the area, so yeah, I'm still confident. I've got another night, so I'm really confident of getting maybe a couple more, so yeah, we'll see. Sun's coming out today, so it might well be put zigs out later, but we will see what happens. But yeah, banging start, 3 lovely fish, and hopefully you can get more. And the big one and the little stocky thing both come on a new hook bait as well that we're testing, so that's a really good start for that. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's very smelly, and it's a white one, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what I'm fishing 2 on a spot, so it'll be interesting to see which one does the do. The other one was on a tutti frutti like I've been using, but I dropped the squid and octopus for this new test pop-up at the moment that we're testing, so yeah, it's a good start. Right, so all sorted. Been and got some more water, and yeah, rod's back out on the spots. Got another 8 spoms out, 8 to 10 spoms over the areas. Like I said, fishing 2 on one spot. And yeah, so sort of a little bit earlier than yesterday, so hopefully I can get an earlier bite. I haven't got to wait until the early hours, in theory. I don't think a lot's been out last night. I think maybe 2 out of potentially 20 anglers. So yeah, so it's not been shall see. So I've got 2 fruity pop up on the left, both on Maltese. The white one test pop up, the white one very small one. Team members are testing it. This is the first time I came out with it, to be fair. I'd say 2 of the 3 bites have been on that white pop up, and the big girl was as well. So it's always a bit of a confidence booster. But yeah, just keep your eye out on the Facebook pages and the website for launch of the new pop-up. It'll be a few months now, so we can get good testing on it, but yeah, it's definitely one to keep your eye out for. Yeah, I'm very confident, to be fair. I see no reason why the carp shouldn't still be here. I didn't have much sleep, so I have had a nap this afternoon, so I have my eyes on the water, but I've got a good few hours now until dark, so I'll keep them peeled, hopefully see some in the area. But the guy opposite, there was a guy slightly opposite to the left of that area, but he's pulled off. So if anything, that's going to be better for me. This little corridor of water between me and him now is kind of untouched, apart from me, and I'm fishing short in comparison to what most people fish, to be fair. So yeah, very confident. The rod's went out quicker, and I'm just about to have a blue. And yeah, if anything happens, I'll keep you posted. Hopefully, a big fat common 40-pounder will do. Get on. So nothing happened for the second night. Very strange. After having 3 the first night, I was pretty confident, but I was happy with 3 for the 48 hours.